Aquarius. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let's do your tarot reading for the week of June 4th through, this week. So those of you on Facebook, please come on to my social media over here on YouTube. Go to Karma on Deck and come watch me there because you're able to see all the cards on the table. I'm not able to do this on Facebook because it's a split screen type thing. So come on over here to YouTube and you can watch all of this live. And you can also see the remainder of your signs. So those of you, I have 4 up for this week, I think 6. So you guys have all of your weekly readings coming up. Ooh, first thing that comes up for Aquarius, we have the Knight of Cups. So if you look at the Knight of Cups, so if you remember, if you think about what it means to have a suit or what we call the court cards, Knight, Page, Queen, King, etc. Each one of them has a different aspect. So what I'm talking about with that is you have an affect for each individual, male or female, leadership, submission, skill set, planning, training, etc. The Knight of Cups is someone who is impulsive. And what I mean by impulsive is there is a little bit of impulsive behavior going on emotionally. So what I mean by that is there might be a tendency for Aquarius to be feeling moody, and that's that overwhelming. EQ is the big word of the day for me. I always got a word of the day. Word of the week this week is EQ. So that's your emotional quotient, your emotional skill set, or how you handle your emotions and how you allow them to process through you. The Knight of Cups is telling me that Aquarius is definitely feeling overwhelmed by a bunch of emotions, okay? We have 7 of Wands, which is overwhelmed. We have Knight of Cups, which is maybe possibly Aquarius is being a little impulsive with money. There is a lot of judgment coming on right now. You do have the Empress card, just like Capricorn did, which tells me that you're being very protective of your energy, either that or just fiercely protective of your people, your family, your etc., your job, your money. I do see some education going on, so if you're learning new things, doing some study. I also see the 5 of Swords. So for you, if you're combining the Knight of Cups and the 5 of Swords, that's a recipe for disaster. That tells me that you might be itching for a fight. Knight of Coins is also impulsive with money. I see 3 of Coins, which is labor, so there's a lot of work for you to be happening. I do see Aquarius is a little bit concerned about their money. And what I mean by that is not necessarily not having it, but definitely playing with, how I'm going to spend this money wisely. But in the same hand, we've got you over here tossing money out the door. So be careful with your money. Not saying that it's a dangerous time, but those are the things that you're playing with. That's the energy you're having. It's like, I don't know if I want to blow it or play with it. And save it. So, or where to design my budget to put it. I do have the King of Coins. King of Coins is all about coming up onto doing better with your money. I do see 3 of Swords for you guys. Everything right now for Aquarius is all about misunderstandings, miscommunications. I do want to mention that we're coming up on Mercury retrograde. We should be hitting shadow period. I haven't even wanted to talk about it lately, but Mercury retrograde, that's this card. Maybe this was a good reminder for me to tell you to look out for Mercury retrograde. I'm not going to go way into that right now. Most of you already know. Exes come back. Machines break. Miscommunication, documents, emails, social media, all that stuff's going to get a little crazy. So pay attention to all that so that you don't have any further miscommunications, because I already feel like you're on edge. So if something gets misunderstood, one of my favorite quotes is, honesty is only brutal when you don't like what you hear. If you don't like what you hear, listen twice. And that tells you, what is it about this that makes me uncomfortable, pisses me off, stretches me, or triggers me. So if you don't like what you hear, listen twice, okay? So misunderstandings are imminent for you right now if you don't change your behavior. The only thing you can change is you. So use a little bit of caution in the exchanges that you have with your loved ones. I mean, if you got to shut up and leave the room, do that, because it ain't worth your relationships to speak some of what's going on right now. So I'm going to do your reading. So that's your sun sign, Aquarius. Let's do your moon reading right now, okay? I used to call this your relationship spread, but it's entirely too complicated. Not everybody's in the exact same situation nor have the same kinds of partners. So let's see. 7 of Cups. So Aquarius, you're in over your head. Too much is going on, feeling overwhelmed. 8 of Swords, which is drama. You're definitely feeling like there's too many pieces of the pie out there. You're not even sure which part to play with. I am seeing the Lovers card for you. So for some of Aquarius, there's a big dynamic that's going on, which has to do with, Passive aggressive energy, or on again, off again, a little bit of confusion. Aquarius either owes somebody an apology or knows that they've got to step out and be a little kinder to people with how things have been. I see some possible travel for you. Aquarius is very fatigued right now too. We do have the Nine of Swords, which has to do with taking on too much, okay? I am seeing the Empress card for you guys as well. And the Empress is all about protective energy. Mama bears, okay? We're all protecting our energy. The other thing about Aquarius I want to bring up right here is stubborn. So I'm seeing Aquarius, we have a little hubris, a little pride, a little stubbornness, arrogance. Pay attention, be careful. The Lover's card is showing up for you guys too. So that might be indicating that you have some questions for me regarding relationships, because the Lover's card isn't always a great card. Usually it means passive aggressive, on again, off again energy, and sometimes that can be a little confusing. It also means that there's a conflict. I always call that the Great Tango. So if you have the Lover's card with someone, usually tells me that there's not perfect balance, depending on how it shows up. I'm also getting the Magician for you guys too with this deck. Ace of Cups. I feel as if Aquarius is really filling their cup right now. I also see the Three of Cups if you have some celebration that's coming up, possibly this weekend. I'm seeing that. And Aquarius is really sitting on evidence. In your isolation, I'm definitely seeing that there might be some, that you're collecting data. So you're sitting back and watching and collecting data and seeing like what's really out there. Just be cautious. Be smart, be cautious, because I do see that Aquarius can be a little stubborn right now. I am going to pull a card for you from Divination of the Ancients. That was a super simple message for you guys. Not even sure what I was saying, but I guess you'll hear what you need. Let's take a card from Divination of the Ancients. Hi, Amy. Flowers, fickle. Are you being fickle, Aquarius? Pick a team. This card here is fickle. Let's read what it says. I don't think I've pulled this card before. Flowers. If you've been playing games with someone's emotions, even your own, the Flowers card has come to ask you to make up your mind before you lose what could be a good relationship. Possibly just exactly what you've been hoping for. Take stock in your behavior. Are you devoted 1 minute, then backing off the next, leaving things totally up in the air? Your lack of decisiveness is affecting others' happiness as well as your own. I don't know who needed to hear that. Ooh. Now's the time to look at the root of the problems. Fear. Ask yourself, what exactly are you scared of? Holy crap, I just realized that I'm an Aquarius moon. I guess this message was for me. Should I stay or should I go? To be happy or feel woe? Okay, to be in such a pickle. Decision made, I'm no longer fickle. Oh, I love it. So be decisive, Aquarius. Thank you for hanging out with me. Catch you on the flip side. Like, subscribe, share, YouTube, Karma on Deck. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Love and light. I will see you guys tomorrow. For those of you in Vegas, I'll see you there.